This was one of the biggest legal threats that we got. This is the day after, one day after Armin posted Sexy Kali, and a formal complaint lodged with the Delhi police by wait by and Mumbai police against Twitter India for allowing Armin Navabi on Twitter. So if you click on this legal complaint,
Oh.
oh, he tagged Rouhani.
Wow, guys, look at this. So look at the people he tagged.
He
Um,
tagged Rouhani.
he tagged the president of Iran to
Oh
complain.
my
Oh,
god.
guys, this is not your just average people, okay? This is the people you elected in power. India, these are the people that are running your government, okay? These are your officials. You have a problem, okay? If this is your officials, if this is the people that are managing your country, you have some serious problems. This moron, this low IQ idiot, thinks that tagging Hassan Rouhani could potentially increases the chances of me getting in trouble. Because apparently the Iranian government is not going to be after me for posting a Hindu goddess. As if the Iranian government was
Mm-hmm.
okay with me until I posted Sexy Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea that if the Iranian government, if I go back to Iran, Sexy Cali would be on the least, it wouldn't even show up on their radar for the things that they will file against me. I would be dead before they even notice any of my activism regards to blasphemy in India. You guys are God. And the fact that you think that this will even show up on this Hassan Rouhani's radar. God damn, you guys are morons. Like, you guys are morons. And it's okay if you're a moron, but it's not okay if people actually were moronic enough to get you in charge of anything. Like, okay, it's one thing for us to point to idiots like, random idiots on Twitter. But you, in India, you guys have managed to give serious responsibilities to people with this low level of IQ. Like, how are you letting this happen? How are you letting this happen? I mean, to be fair, other countries have this problem as well.
Yes.
Like this one. I mean, Iran elected this guy. So yeah, I'm not denying that. Okay, but you guys, I'm not saying other countries don't have their own problems, but you also have a problem. You just have to accept that you have a problem. Okay, Pakistan has a problem. Pakistan has a bigger problem. Iran has a bigger problem. I mean, United States elected Trump, so there goes that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. You guys, if you want to do your whataboutism, do your whataboutism. I'm not denying those other idiots electing their idiots in power as well. But you have a serious problem, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have a serious problem. All right. So you wanted to highlight this?
So we'll click on it and then zoom
I
in.
mean, if I click on it, it's going to be like this.
Can
It's,
you?
okay,
Okay.
here. Save image. Download. There
Zoom.
we go.
I demand.
Kowalski.
I demand zoom. I don't know
There.
what Kowalski is.
Oh.
So Uh, so this is a complaint against Twitter's officers. Somewhere in this legal complaint, he says the image he has posted is published on Twitter, a social media platform, and hence the officers of Twitter are equally liable for punishment of the above mentioned provisions. So
Wow.
not only keep scrolling, they provide a very good little bio of you.
Oh, they did? I should put that in my resume.
It's an Iranian-born. Okay, first of all, like the grammar, living in Vancouver, Canada, who founded the online free thought community Atheist Republic, a Canada-based nonprofit organization with consulates in several countries in 2011, technically 2012. Um, so da 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 da. Keep scrolling. Wait, we request you arrange to book officials of Twitter India for allowing such posts and not
Wow.
taking action against such account holders. Also, Twitter must have a policy of filtering the messages
Ooh,
which
they
are against
capitalized.
religion and a state. So
Wow. And the state.
this is
Jesus Christ.
patently,
Fag.
explicitly against dissent, period.
This is fascism. Wait,
Yes.
Twitter must have a policy of filtering the messages which are against a religion and a state? And a state? Are you serious? These
Hmm.
people are going above blasphemy laws. They're like, hey, we're like fascists. We're fascists here. Hey, we're fascists. They're
Hmm.
like, oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. So, um,
Here's a good suggestion. Armin should be a deity to battle all other moronic ideas. Hey, maybe that's a good idea. I could be a religious. Guru Armin could be a religious figure, and it would be blasphemy for all these people. This would be blasphemous.
so it's so funny that like you don't read the legal threats against you. I'm like, oh, you didn't know that they had that in there?
Like, as like legal threats, I get them once. I have legal threats against me for breakfast in the morning.
I'm like, that's what I'm here for. This is my job, is to
Right.
go behind and clean up everything. So what I also noticed in this is this is what I was talking about earlier about like how you're violating things. The intent of said post is a clear indication to incite and provoke Hindus, break peace, harmony, and create unrest in the society. So that's the way that they try to um, like validate their actions. Is like you're basically inciting people to violence, which is really extremely poor rationale. Like it's like victim blaming. Like if people become violent because of this, they should be charged and prosecuted for their violence, not for what supposedly incited them to violence. Like why it reminds me of how they got Mubarak Bala imprisoned for blasphemy in Nigeria. They said he has to be arrested because he's going to basically trigger Muslims to go become violent. It's like, well, why don't you go after the people who are being violent
Right.
themselves, not just for people and their free expression? So anyways,
Um.
they're saying, yeah, that the social media platform itself is liable for this. The complaint request you lodged to lodge FRI against the officers. So that's first information report of the Twitter under of of the Twitter under the above said section. Also booked the account holder for his derogatory words for Ma Durga. And then they provide links to some tweets and then some articles that were written about it. Oh, look at they sent it to Jack Dorsey himself.
Ah, Jack Dorsey himself. That's so amazing. Oh my god, yeah, it's kind of cute though. They're like chill. They're like, "Oh, you're so stupid. You're like a child." You know, like I feel like sometimes I want to be like, "Oh, you're offended." Like I want to go grab their cheeks or something. I don't know. Uh, sometimes I feel like that.
But I
Oh, so
can't believe
sad.
that they were just like patently like they must have a filtering system against the state. It's like you
Right.
guys are showing your cards.